Bonjour à tous, hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to Zermatt, a spectacular Swiss village in the middle of Swiss Alps. Now, I'm not sure it is at the middle of Swiss Alps or not because the other side of Matterhorn is already Italy, but this place is amazingly beautiful, arguably one of the best in Switzerland. So we came here yesterday and stayed in this beautiful wooden hotel. Today we will go out and have some fun with a lovely social trail. So let's go out and rest of the discussion outside. So let's go. Now before going out, let's have a look at the view from our hotel balcony. You know, this is one of my favorite locations of Switzerland. Now I always toss between Appenzell, Engadin and Zermatt region, but this being much closer to our place, I always end up coming here. So far when I came to Zermatt, I only made still pictures. This is the first time I'm going to make a movie. Now Zermatt is a big place and there are a lot of places to see. So I'm pretty sure that I will not be able to cover everything. But this time we are going to go to a very special place. We are going to go to an ice cave. This is a newly found ice cave, a natural ice cave. No, this is not that ice cave that everybody knows about Zermatt. It's not the one that is a man-made ice cave of this Matterhorn glacier paradise. This is very different. It has to be walked. There is no easy way to reach there. So let's see, stay along and we show you how the ice cave looks like. So more about everything later, but first let me show you where is Zermatt and how to reach there. Sure, probably most of the people watching this video already know where Zermatt is and how to reach there, but you know, in a video, for the sake of completeness, it's always better for the people who doesn't know to give all those details. The video is time coded. There are chapters for this and this will be in a separate chapter. So if you want to skip, please select the next chapter and keep watching. Zermatt is located in southern Switzerland's Canton Valley. It is a mountain village renowned for skiing, climbing and hiking. The town, at an elevation of around 1600 meters, lie below the iconic pyramid-shaped peak Matterhorn. Zermatt is a car-free city and the only way to reach here is using this little red train. You can reach Zermatt from all over Switzerland, connecting via the city of Visp, and from there the red train to Zermatt. Or you can drive all the way to Tash and from there take a shuttle train. Well, guess what? The shuttle train is also a red train. For today's walk, we are going to take help of a professional mountain guide. Well, it is this super famous Route 26, the Matterhorn path, but it will be nice to get some help and know-how from a professional local. We thought it is going to be quite cold here, but it is actually not. It is only -2 degrees. I was expecting something around -12, -15, but here you go, global warming for you. Okay, so 8:30 at the clock and we are at Zermatt, where we will meet our mountain guide. So we met our guide, Helmut. He is going to be there with us today. And we are gonna first take a gondola lift and then from there we'll start walking and hopefully we'll see a great and beautiful ice cave. So let's go. We will first take a cable car to Thockenasteg and from there we will follow the Matterhorn Glacier trail straight at the heart of Furgg Glacier. Somewhere in the middle we will visit the ice cave and go down to Schwarzsee. And from there we'll take the cable car back to Zermatt. Since the Little Ice Age around 1850, this glacier has retreated by more than 3 kilometers. It is extremely crowded. I mean, more or less as crowded as it can get on the mountain. Now, guess what? It's still not weekend. So can you imagine the situation here would be during the weekend? Wow. And also it is super early. I think in an hour later, there will be probably a kilometer of line. But, okay, let's continue now. All right, so we kind of came a little bit from the cable car stop and after 5 minutes of walk, all the madness are gone. There is no one here. You know, everybody is interested on that easy part. Just take the cable car, take your ski and slip down. This complicated part of walking and making some effort, there is less people for doing that. Thank God. Beautiful, isn't it? Priyanka is in India, so this time yet another further sun trip. So far, we are loving it.
Yeah!
Okay, now chop chop. Here comes your first view of the mighty Matterhorn, also known as Cervino in Italian. Now Helmut gave us a lot of information about the mountain, the rocks, how to climb them and all this stuff. He's a little bit camera shy, so I'm gonna share that with you. The ridge on the right, means your right, my left, that's the ridge that is from the Swiss side. You see that little hut there? That hut is where all the mountaineers start climbing very early in the morning at around 3 o'clock in the morning. And that is relatively easier, whereas the other side, which is like my right and your left, this ridge, that ridge is from the Italian side. That is called the Lion Ridge. That is much more complicated and much lesser number of climbers normally go through that route. But there are still some people go there. Another interesting information that Helmut told us is that as this all alpine mountain range was created based on the tectonic plate merging, the African and European one, in the Matterhorn itself, a lot of rocks that are found that are actually from the African continent. Okay, none of us, me or him, are really rock specialists, but there are a lot of researchers. He actually guided one of the researchers there, and they found quite a lot of rocks there which are actually from the African continent. Fascinating information, really. These type of things you will not get to know if you don't have a professional guide with you. Okay, enough talking. Now let's continue. How I found this place was a little bit funny. I saw a report in local.ch and it was telling how the glacier is melting, what's happening in the Alps, all the global warming and everything. And that talked about a newly formed ice cave. Honestly, I initially thought that this is the same ice cave at the Glacier Paradise. It's nothing new. I mean, that ice cave is there forever and a lot of artificially made stuff. But then there was a picture into that article. Now that picture was interesting, and then I started looking at it and I said, that is different. That is not exactly that ice cave of Glacier Paradise. Then I started searching on the internet and found the guys in Zermatt, and they are giving this trip to this ice cave. And then I realized that, okay, there is something different and I should probably go and find out what's there. So it was a little bit of a coincidence, I would say, but funny coincidence and nice coincidence. You see these little footsteps here? These are steps of rabbit. They cross this soft snow and go and live inside those rock caves. These are the rock caves. You see, nice shade. These are favorite for rabbits to stay inside. There are like little pockets of stones in between, so that saves them from getting attacked by the bird of prey. Fantastic. Another interesting thing, you know, that Helmut also told us, that these rabbits, their ear and the top part of the head, that becomes white during winter and becomes more grayish during the summer, like a kind of natural protection from the predators. Amazing beauty of nature, amazing play of the nature. Alright, so we reached the ice cave. It's fascinating, but you have to be extremely careful here. You see this side of the ice cave, as it's bright, especially after the sun hits it. There are big rocks on the top. It gets melted and those rocks can fall on your head. And if it does, helmet or whatever, you're very much dead. So do not stay close to the edge of the ice cave. And when you go inside, be very careful and make sure that there is no movement, you don't hear about any rock movement, and quickly go inside. Now, let's go inside and explore how the cave looks like from interior. This is absolutely fascinating, you know. If you touch this part of the glacier, it's not really wet. I mean, there is no water. It's like a rock. I mean, of course, when my arm is quite warm, so when I kind of generate some heat, even that, it's crazy. It looks like it's all glassy and it's all wet, but it's not. It's absolutely dry. This is absolutely mind-blowing. Oh my God. I mean, I've experienced one of those ice caves in Iceland, but having one in Switzerland, so close and so natural, it's mind-blowing. There is one in Zinal, which is like quite popular. A lot of people go there, so it gets very crowded. You don't find it like empty like this. Now this is what I like, right? When you go to the nature, you have the place for yourself and not like hundreds of people roaming around there. Anyway, so this is actually not a good thing for the nature. This glacier, at certain point of time, almost 100 years before, was more than 200 meters in altitude from here where we are standing. So means the top part of the glacier was 200 meters higher. In 100 years, we lost like 200 meters of the glacier. And Helmut was saying that some glacier scientists, glaciologists. They came here and kind of went inside. There are many of these type of tunnels very much deep inside the glacier. So they went to all those places and they researched, and they said that next 70, 80 years, all the glaciers of the Alps will be gone. That's so sad. I mean, maybe Ricky's grandson or something will see this type of videos and say, wow, what is this? How can it can even exist? Beautiful, amazing, happy, but at the same time sad for the nature. You know, guys, what it is? This is Saharan sand. Yes, when there is huge sandstorm in Sahara, with the wind, the sand can really pass thousands of kilometers. And many, many years back during Ice Age or wherever, those sands kind of covered the glacier. On top of that, more water came in, it became ice, and you can see all those layers of Saharan sand inside the glacier. It's fascinating. On our way out to the other side of the ice cave, we saw these two climbers doing ice climbing. Really fascinating sports. This requires so much of strength, stamina, and dedication. Just wow. I used to do some basic rock climbing and really enjoyed it. But this is of a completely different league. Climbing an ice wall that is moving from 90 degrees to an overhang of almost 120 degrees is not a joke. We spent some time watching them and enjoyed it very much. All right then, that's the part of the first adventure. I was so impressed about the location and its potential of photography during golden hour that I decided to camp one night above the Furgg Glacier and do some late evening and early morning photography. I was pretty sure that the ice cave will not survive another summer. So it is now or never. It is not common to see the mighty Matterhorn through an ice cave. But my first attempt did not go as expected. Sudden change in forecast produced high wind, heavy snowfall, and low clouds blocked the way. It's really extremely windy. You can see there is a huge wind gust. There's a lot of snow. I'm kind of catching the tent when the gust is coming too far, and really quite an experience. Just listen to the sound. That's the snow. That's the powdered snow hitting very hard the tent. Now the forecast says that in a couple of hours the wind will go down a little bit. I wanted to go out at 4 o'clock and take some picture of the Milky Way. In fact, I put the tripod outside Thank God I didn't leave the camera there, which I do normally in the summer. I have no idea what happened to the tripod, but honestly, I'm not in a mental state to go out and check it out. I dare to do that. I will probably wait for the light to come, and when the sunlight will hit, I will go out and check what happened. And I am really happy that I baked the tent properly with all the available gadgets with quite big rocks. Otherwise, it should have probably flown away. An experience, to say the least. But I didn't lose hope, and the second attempt was really beautiful. So before finishing, let me show you some of the glimpses from that winter camping adventure. So that's it. We had a couple of excellent days at the lap of Mother Nature. We thoroughly enjoyed it, and we hope that you have enjoyed it the same way. If you did so, please give us a thumbs up. That means a lot to us. And if you have not done it already, please subscribe and press that bell icon to get notification of our upcoming videos. So, ciao for now.